Welcome back. I decided to make a part 2 video for assignment number 3 to model the letter writing process for those who may need it. So we're going to go back to our Spring ISD website to get the template. Remember, we have to go to Empowered Learning at Home. We click 6th grade. It's taking a little bit to load. We click on Communicating for Global Change. We're going to scroll down. Actually here, I've already watched the video on how to write a letter, and I've already read about how to write a letter. So I'm going to open up the template here. Okay, that's my template. I'm going to change the title of it by adding WMS and my name at the end. Okay, I have to go back to this document to page 7 because that's where I access the names and addresses of people to write my letter to, the people in Legislator. So remember, we click on this link here for access to their information. I'm going to write to the mayor. Yes, I'm going to write to the mayor. Okay. So I decided to write to the mayor because he has a lot of decision-making power in the city. And I want to talk to him about decisions regarding people who are working, specifically myself, during the COVID-19 stay-at-home order. Okay, so I'm on his page. I see that his name is here, his address is here, his contact information, his email, etc. Let me see what he has to say about COVID-19, since that's what I want to write about. So I see he's got some testing. So I guess I'll thank him, right? Because that's nice for having drive-through testing. I see he's listing information about residents and where the cases of COVID-19 are. It's got some more information on how to protect yourself. Okay, let's see, what does this say? So what does Harris County stay home, work safe order mean for my community? So here's where I can go to find information. It's not a complete list of businesses that are impacted, okay? Okay. So it tells me what's closed for now. Tells me what is open. Tells me what essential activities are. So there's information that can help me in writing my letter. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my template. Again, I decided to write to Mayor Sylvester Turner. So I'm going to copy, actually, I'm going to copy and paste this information for when I'll need it in my letter. So I just select it and then right click, copy. I'm going to bring it back here. I'm going to right click, paste. Now I'm going to fix this, but just it's here so that I have it for easy access. So first I have to fill out my name and my address. This is going to be kind of like a fake address. I'm not going to put my actual information here. And if you want to make up an address for yourself, you can, but I do have access to your addresses, so it's not necessarily confidential information. Like my address is confidential information, but the choice is yours. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Spring Cypress Road, Texas 77077. Okay, so I have my address, and then the second part is the address of the person you're writing to and the name and title of the person you're writing to. So I'm not going to leave this like this because it doesn't look well. It looks like I copied and pasted it from the website. I want it to look like it's a part of the document, so I'm actually going to have to retype some of this information. So the first thing is the address that I need to type. City of Houston, P.O. Box 1562. So notice that's not his personal address. He has to use P.O. Box address because people might try something and they don't necessarily need his personal address. So I have the P.O. Box address, and then it's asking for the name and title of the person that I'm writing. I'm actually going to put it up here. So Mayor, that's his title. His name is Sylvester Turner. And I'm going to erase this out of my document, and this as well, because this is something that I've already completed. Okay. And I like to kind of set myself apart. So I will put our names bold so that they are easy to see and identify. And then I have to add today's date. I'm working on this document on April 21st, 2020. So I have the date there. And now I can begin writing my letter. So I'm going to say, greetings, Mayor Turner. Okay. And now this is where, actually I'm going to fill this part out too because I already know what it's going to say. So thank you. Okay. And I like to be just a little extra. I don't want to be basic. So thank you for your time and attention to these matters. Okay. So you can say this, you can say thank you for reading my letter, thank you for your time and attention in reading my letter. There's lots of different ways that you can end it, right? Try to be as creative and genuine as possible. Now this is the part where I have to actually write my letter, okay? So I'm gonna help myself kind of organize what I wanna say by writing down the points I know I wanna cover. I'm gonna delete them later, but they'll be here so I can follow, so I can write my letter in an organized manner. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna identify what topic do I want to write about. Okay. And I said I'm going to write about employment during COVID-19, okay? What do I want to say about it, okay? And what do I want the mayor to know regarding my topic? And then what do I want the mayor to do regarding my topic? So these are the 4 questions I'm going to answer while I'm writing my letter, okay? So I'm gonna erase this because I don't need this here. I know I'm gonna start writing here. So I'm gonna start with question number 1. And you'll see once I get it written, I'm going to delete this actual part. I don't need this once I get what I want to say written. So first, what topic do I want to write about? Well, I'm writing about employment during COVID-19. So I'm going to start my letter by introducing myself. My name is Molly Williams. I'm a teacher. So since I'm writing about employment, I'm mentioning my employment, okay? It's relevant. So I have my first sentence. I'm going to be very honest with him. I am writing in regard to current employment to a current employment issue during the Harris County stay at home order in regard to COVID-19. Remember, I looked at his website and I saw that. So right now I've said, what do I want to write about? This is what I'm writing about. So now I can erase this part. Okay. Now let me move on to my second part. What do I want to say about this? First and foremost, I would like to thank you for posting the helpful and informational facts about COVID-19 on your website. It is good to know there is a place online to get facts and tips in staying safe during this time. I realize that by sharing the information you have, staying safe is important to you as well. This leads me to why I am writing. In the past, or no, actually, I think it was starting this week. So I noticed in the news that some businesses will reopen starting May 1st, 2020. And I want you to know that I think it may be too soon. The reason I say this is because the businesses, right, I noticed will be reopening are not essential. They are businesses that help with certain services like nails, hair, and the upkeep of people's physical appearance. So I noticed that, right, in the news, they were talking about opening hair salons and nail salons back up. And I think it's too soon. So that's what I'm writing about. I think that people can go another couple of weeks or so without these services in an effort to keep people safe. And so that's what I want to write him about. I'm going to stop the video right now and I'm going to start another part because we're running out of time. And so in the next video, in part 3, you'll see how I finish my letter and close it. Stay tuned.